I believe we're at a time like no other when the work that we can do can become joyous and fulfilling, as well as being profitable and sustain us. And the key to that is adding value to the world and really concentrating on what we can do to help others, to be ethical in the way we operate, and to add value constantly to our business associates and our customers and our suppliers and even the people within our own organizations. I was fortunate enough when I was 15 to have started a company with a group of my friends that we grew from a startup to a $200 million organization. And it was one of those things where maybe we were just too young and too dumb to know any better, but we had the crazy idea that we could start a business on the basis of running it ethically and taking right action as being the primary goal, and that we would treat our customers well, and that we would treat our suppliers well, and that we would have balance in the lives of our employees, and that if we did that, we didn't have to worry about making profits. The profits would just flow naturally from that. And that was really a difficult thing to say to people, particularly in the go-go 80s when everybody was talking about growth and greed is good and you should win at all costs. But obviously that strategy is successful and was incredibly successful. And over the course of the next 20 or so years, we grew that company from a complete startup to a $200 million organization, and from 20 or so people to 1,000 employees with locations all around the world. And one of the things that happened was once we got into that situation where our growth was going parabolic, when every single year we were going up $20 million in business, we thought, whoa, this is awesome. Maybe we should try to grow to $500 million, and maybe we should start acquiring other companies. And so we started inviting consultants in to help us with the growth strategy. And in that environment, we took our eye off the core values that the company was founded on. We stopped thinking about taking right action as the primary goal and started thinking about growth and profitability as the primary goal. And as soon as that happened, the environment shifted completely. And we basically lost the core value that had caused the growth of the organization. During that time, one of the people in the company found a way to basically steal the company away from the people who had founded it and push everybody out. And I found myself looking for a job for the first time in my life that I thought I'd never have to do. And of course, during that time, I felt very sad, I felt bitter, I felt betrayed, and I pulled my attention inward and started focusing on myself and really just feeling sorry for myself. I thought I only had value to that one organization and that I had no value to contribute to the rest of the world. I remember a time when I was standing in the doorway of my bedroom and I was looking over at my bed and feeling sufficiently useless to the world that what I really wanted to do was to curl up in a small ball in the middle of my bed and never come out. And then I also looked over at the side of my doorway and said I could also walk out the door and start engaging with the world and adding value to people. And even though it was really difficult at the time because I just wanted to stay in that fetal position in the middle of my bed, I did decide to walk out the door. And so I started a meetup group to help people in job search, which was exactly where I was at the time, looking for a job. The thing that was interesting about starting to get into action and helping other people was that as soon as I did it, it was as though the world opened up to me. And I started helping other companies in startup mode and figuring out how I can add value to them, and realized I do have something to offer. I can add value to these companies. And progressively, one opportunity came into my life after another, and I started getting a series of progressively more interesting jobs, one after the other, as a result of doing that. Also during that time, I got very deeply interested in personal development. And wanted to make sure that I stayed in a situation where I was always learning and growing, and also realized that the huge value that I had was in helping other people who were going through similar challenges, some much worse than the challenge that I found myself faced with, and helping them get past that. I believe that creating deep connections and adding value is the real measure of success in today's world, and that each one of us can do that by thinking about how we can contribute and how we can help each other. And that's been my mission since going through that situation. And that's really why I decided to become a high-performance coach and to help people focus on aligning the missions that they have in their life, what really is important with them, with the work that they're doing, so that they can sustain it. Because when your work is aligned with what you really care about, you will step over whatever obstacle there is that's getting in your way. You'll figure it out because it's just that important for you to figure it out. And when you're helping other people and it's not about you, it's about something that matters, you will put the time into it to make it successful. And you will be successful at it because it matters that much to you. And that's really the kind of change that I want to help. Turning the business world from the normal, it's all about me, it's all about money, it's all about what I can derive from it, to how can our business and our missions align? How can we sustain our growth? How can we really care about it? And how can we wake up every day feeling excited for the work that we do and joyful about the work that we're doing because it matters that much to each of us? If you like this video and you want to find out a little bit more about the work that I'm doing, please go to sustainablegrowthstrategies.com and sign up for the mailing list. I'd love to stay in touch with you, and as new programs become available, I will keep you informed of it. Look forward to talking with you.